Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sax, and today we'll be looking at an old but new game to some people. Dwarf Fortress is the game that inspired Rimworld. This game has been around since 2006, so does this old game hold up today as a colony survival sim? Also, I'm going to be comparing this to Rimworld a lot. I know this game predates Rimworld, but it is the closest game to it, so sorry not sorry. Well, the game had a massive update coming to Steam. It now has textures for everything. Before it was just a bunch of slashes and dots on the screen to detail the world. The game also now has mouse support. I know what you're thinking, what do you mean it has mouse support? So way back in the olden days of Dwarf Fortress, you would only use the keyboard and arrow keys to move around and select things in the menus and map in that way. It was a time of excellent finger, speed, and strength. What am I doing? I cannot take myself serious after that. Oh gosh. Okay. The rest of the changes were quality of life, new soundtrack. They combined the rooms and zones feature into just zones. Some other minor changes. The gameplay is similar to Rimworld. You have all your citizens with their personalities, relationships, thoughts, moods, health, and skills. The first thing you'll need to do is to get yourself into the mountain, start mining out your fortress, make sure you are making food and booze, and then expand and conquer the mountain. Unlike Rimworld, Dwarf Fortress has no end, game, or goal for you to complete. You can build a mighty fortress and then conquer the map, or fight a great evil. You can build a prosperous farming community, or even some fine jewel crafters. It's a open-ended colony sim, and you play however you want. Now, sometimes you may feel invincible, but there's always something the game will throw at you to knock down your great civilization. Other aspects of the game, like combat, tell a story through the logs. They can be detailed and very gruesome at times. One of my friends was playing and had a Minotaur come start wreaking havoc. The Minotaur threw a dwarf across the room by their toe, and then a goose bit the Minotaur and latched on, ripping some of its skin. Then his bookkeeper came out, punched it so hard that its neck snapped. By the time his armed forces showed up, the Minotaur was dead. Stories like these generate the combat logs. Visually, there's not too much to the combat. They just kind of like bump into each other, and then blood ends up on the ground if there's any reason for it to appear there. Overall, it's a great game, and the stories it tells from the world and combat logs, it's a great colony sim. If you've played Rimworld, you've just played a different flavor of Dwarf Fortress, and I'd recommend this to anyone who likes a good colony sim. If you're interested in Dwarf Fortress, it's currently $29.99, and the link to the Steam store page is down in the description.